in order to do seva with your mind has to be pure, your mind has to be clean, which means you do not have any ill intention towards anyone. WhyGuru Ji Ka Khalsa, WhyGuru Ji Ki Fateh. Welcome to another episode of Sikhan di Bhagat Mala, where we explore the Sakyam of Gursikhs from the time of Guru Sahib. And now we are currently discussing and talking about the Gursikhs of Guru Angad Dev Ji Maharaj. So today's Sakhi is going to be about 3 Gursikhs who came to Guru Sahib and asked a question about Seva. So, by Gurdas Ji in Var 11, Pauri number 15, they say, Lal Sulal Buddhavan Durga Jivanda Parupakari. So, they mention 3 Gursikhs here, Bhai Lalu Ji, Bhai Durga Ji and Bhai Jivanda Ji. Now, these 3 Gursikhs, they came to Guru Angad Dev Ji Maharaj, and as we have been doing all this Sakhya from Sikhan di Bhagat Mala, all those Gursikhs who come to Guru Sahib, they have the very similar question, Ki Sache Pacha, how can we be liberated from this world? How can our dukkha be gone, be destroyed? How can we live in peace? And so the questions of these 3 Gursikhs were also the same. Ki Sache Pacha Ji, what is the upadesh, the teaching for us, which we can follow so that we can be liberated from this world? And now, if you have realized, Sangaji, by now, that even though the questions are the same, but the updesh, the teachings to every Gursikh that they ask the question to Guru Sahib, the teachings has always been different. For some, Guru Sahib say you have to meditate. For some, Guru Sahib say you have to do seva of the saints. For some, Guru Sahib say you have to go into Sangat. Now, what is the bhajan for these 3 Gursikhs? Guru Sahib kende ne ki there is nothing greater in this world than doing seva. Guru Angad Dev Ji says that there is no deed greater than doing service to other people. Now, there are 3 types of seva, 3 types of dan or charity that one can do in this age of Kaljug. So, we do know, Sangaji, that there are 4 ages. We have Satyug, Treta, Dwapar, and now we're in Kaljug. Now, in 4 ages, in Satyug, Dharam de 4 pair si, which means Dharam had 4 legs. So we had Tapa, Dan, Sata, and then once the Yoga started progressing, Treta came, Dwapar came, and then now Kaljug came. Each one leg of Dharam started to be removed. Now in Kaljug, the only leg of Dharam which sustains this Kaljug now is basically just Dan. Dan, which means charity. Now Guru Angad Dev Ji says that there are 3 ways one person can do Dan or charity, and that is through Tanna, Manna and Tan. So Gurbani says as well, Tanna, Manna, Tan sab saup Guru ko hukam maniye paiye. So what is Tanna, Manna and Tan? Or rather Tanna, Manna, Tan. So the spellings are quite different. So it's very important for us to pronounce them properly. Tanna, Tatta, Nanna, Tanna means body. Seva through your body. Manna, Mamanana, Manna means seva through your mind. And Tanna, Taddanana means seva through your wealth or your possessions that you have. So how can one do seva through these 3 means? So first seva, we are speaking about Tannadi seva, which means using your body to do service towards other people. Now this means that physically you're going out there to serve the people. So it could be serving the world, it could be serving the Sikhs, serving the saints, or even serving Guru Sahib as well. So in Gurdwara, when you physically wash pande, you do Jodiyan di seva, or when you cook food and you go out and you feed the poor, this is using your body to do seva. Then Tan means wealth. So Guru Gobind Singh Ji also gave the bachan ki Gursikhs have to give daswand, which means 10% of their earning has to go to the charity. So feeding the poor, or helping in the building of a Gurdwara, or helping in the langar for a Gurdwara, or even printing books, Gurmukhi books, any sort of education for a kid, for a child. Now the swanda can be used in many various ways. Basically it's from your money and you are giving it to somebody else who needs it or who can benefit from it. So Guru Sahib kende ne Tanna means use your wealth and help other people. So even in this Sakhi, now we are going through the series of Pant Prakash. Guru Nanak Dev Ji also, they wrote a letter to a king and they said ki, hey Raja, that you have so much of wealth and you're just collecting all this wealth. But as a king, as someone who has a very high social class, you should be helping those who are poor or who are lower or who cannot afford to have so much of wealth or who cannot do anything because they do not have any money. Your job is not to be collecting all this wealth, because at the end of the day, when we die, none of this wealth is going to go with us. So using your wealth to serve the poor, even now we have many different organizations, United Sikhs, we have Khalsa Aid, we have many different organizations who collect the money from Sangat and they go and make houses for people, and this could be irregardless of faith of dharam, Sikha vaste bhi and for non-Sikhs as well. So Guru Sahib kehte ne tanna de naal seva karo, physically you do seva and with your wealth as well. And then even when you do physical seva as well, one of the seva is to even sit down and listen to someone's dukkha. Nowadays in this world, we are so fast-paced, we have no time for anyone else. No one can sit down and say, hey, are you willing to listen to my pain? And maybe in their mind would be like, oh no, I have to be here, I have to do this, I've got my own pain. But from the outside we say, yeah, what are you going through? So Tannade Seva is also physically listening to someone, listening to their pain, comforting them. That is also a Seva as well. Now, Manade Seva, how can you do Seva with your mind? So first of all, in order to do seva with your mind has to be pure, your mind has to be clean, which means you do not have any ill intention towards anyone. Now, there are three ways you can have ill intentions. So you can have ill intentions through your thoughts, through your words, and through your actions. So we have already spoken about words, being kind to other people, your actions, which means doing seva for other people, good action, good words. But what about good thoughts? If your thoughts do not align to your words and to your action, that could be deemed as hypocrisy. So Guru Sahib kehte ne ki man di seva ਇਹ ਵੀ ਆ ਕਿ first make sure that your mind is clean, you do not have any ill thoughts towards somebody else, even those who really do harm to you. And Guru Sahib kehte ne, second thing you can do with your mind is the knowledge, the wisdom that you have learned from your Guru. So the gyan that we have from Guru Sahib, when we learn some knowledge, when we know the secrets, when we know the raz of Paramatma, of Gurbani, what Guru Sahib is trying to tell us, our farz bandaya, our responsibility and our duty is to share that knowledge with other people as well. Once our mind is clean, and if we can do that seva to help other people to also purify their mind, this seva is badmula, means that there's no value to this seva that we're going to be doing for somebody else. So Guru Angad Dev Ji then tells these three Gursikhs ki for you, your upadesh is do daan, do charity towards the world, and you can use these three different means: tanna, mana, and tanna. Your body, physical seva, your wealth, your daswanda, helping other people, and also through your mind, which means not having ill thoughts towards anybody else, having good intentions, and sharing the knowledge you have with other people. So through this bachan, then the three Gursikhs, they command the upadesh given by Guru Angad Dev Ji, and they were liberated from this world. So Sangat Ji, Sadde Vaste vi, in this age of Kaljug, if we have nothing else that we can do, seva for Guru Sahib, seva for the Gursikhs, and seva for the humanity is one that will make Guru Sahib happy with us. So Pula Chukkan di Khima, WhyGuru Ji ka Khalsa, WhyGuru Ji ki Fateh.